Live from Buffalo State University, I'm Stu Boyer along with Paul Catrona, Dana Gunther, our producer, Josh Wilson, and Mike Goodberry, our photographers. Tonight's game, Grand Island at Health Sciences. Western New York Athletics brings you high school football brought to you by Damon University. Damon University is a private, non-sectarian university in Amherst, New York, offering undergraduate and graduate level degrees. Visit damon.edu to schedule a tour today. Richmond Vona LLC is committed to you. Being involved in a serious accident creates a whirlwind of changes. We know how serious the effects of a car accident can be on the victims and their families. At Richmond Vona LLC, we have helped our clients recover over $175 million. We have the skills and experience needed to handle a full range of car accident claims, including those with multiple parties and catastrophic injuries. Call 716 671 4341 for your free consultation today or visit richmondvona.com. We'll pause for the national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That is a great rendition of our national anthem. And here are our sponsors one more time. Logistics Plus of Buffalo for all your transportation needs, full truckload, LTL, dedicated, and drop trailer moves. Logistics Plus Buffalo is a one-stop shop. Email buffalo at logisticsplus.com for your next shipment or warehousing needs. G&G Fitness. G&G Fitness Equipment is a full-service provider of specialty home and commercial fitness equipment. Locations in Buffalo, Rochester, and Syracuse. Visit livefit.com. Wingnuts Buffalo, located near the Buffalo Airport at 4600 Genesee Street. Dine in or order for takeout. Open Monday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Visit wingnutsbuffalo.com. SUNY Cortland. SUNY Cortland stands out as one of New York's top public universities, a medium-sized school that offers academic strength across 68 majors, high quality of student life, and a degree that pays back graduates. Visit www.2.cortland.edu to schedule a visit today. We'd also like to thank Pathfinder College Planning and Cha-Cha Injury Attorneys, 510 Toy Shop and Sports Cards, The Mental Match with Sam Recco, Canisius High School, St. Joseph's Collegiate Institute, St. Francis High School, the Trench Trophy, recognizing the top linemen in Western New York, Lewis and Lewis, PC, 37 Franklin Street, Buffalo, New York, and Colvin Cleaners, Elmwood Avenue in Kenmore, New York. As you see, the toss of the coin has gone on at midfield. The referee for tonight's game is Al Fuller. The umpire, Craig Donnelly. Linesman, Ayub Razak. Dave Sobus is the line judge, and the back judge is Bill Smith. And let's take a look down on the field. And uh, I was reading all that stuff and I missed who won the toss and who's got the ball. That's, you're going to have to forgive me for that.
So I believe it's going to be Health Science kicking off, Grand Island receiving.
Okay, Grand Island in the white, Health Sciences in the blue. Grand Island with the white shirts and pants and blue numbers, and Health Sciences dark blue uniforms, black numbers with white trim. A little bit harder to see on that size. And Paul, it might be fair to suggest, considering the amount of points these two teams have scored, that This could be a track meet.
Funny Stu, I would started off prepping health science, 100 points in 2 games. They're averaging 50 points a game. Oh my Lord. I looked over at Grand Island stats. 103 points in 2 games. I think our folks at home, you better buckle up. This is going to be a high flying game fast. Both teams like to attack on the ground. They like to pass the ball in certain ways that when they think the defense isn't prepared, kind of sneak it in there. Both teams, very, very good big play clubs.
And we're just about set for the kickoff. And we are underway. They'll bounce that kickoff, and it'll be picked up and around the 20-yard line by Court. And Court will get maybe, excuse me, that's Jonathan Neville. And he's got it out to about the 26, 27-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Grand Island Vikings. See where they spot the ball there. Paul, you and I have done games here before. We had a memorable one. They spot the ball at the 27-yard line. Was Will South and Health Sciences and went right down to the final play, if you remember
Oh,
correctly, a
I
few years
remember
ago, I
that
think.
very well. In tonight's two, both teams in B2 are tied with, it's a four-way tie at the top. Um, so these two schools are 1-0.
And
So, oops.
Anthony Mantione at quarterback for the Vikings. And he'll hand it off, and a very short gain as Dylan Serafini is dropped almost immediately. 2nd and 10. 2nd down. Dominic Nucci, the senior running back, in the backfield, wearing number 28. Mantione in the shotgun. Hands it off. Nice run there by Neville, and he's brought down. Nice tackle. Amari Ridgway brings down Jonathan Neville. He's just short of a 1st down, I think. And we'll get a whistle. See
Just,
where they spot it.
just a little wide play to the left. Big, big hole. Very nice running play to get Grand Island moving forward.
That'll bring up the first 3rd down of the game. Be 3rd down. 3rd down and about 2 yards unofficially. We'll keep all those things unofficial. Scoreboard says 3rd and 10, but that's not right. And it also has the ball spotted at the 50, does the scoreboard. Ball's actually at the 37-yard line. Call it 3rd and short here. Mantione and Nucci in the backfield. Mantione in the shotgun. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's stuffed. He's short of the 1st down. Nice play there. Looked like Taiwan Moy in on the tackle. No gain. That'll bring up our first 4th down of the game.
And health science just really just shut that door. Grand Island came out with a little wingback formation. Some people might call it a pony formation. Quarterback keeps the ball, kept it. Just really nowhere to go.
So it's our first 4th down. It's 4th and short here. Let's see. It's not punt formation. It's 4th and less than a yard. Grand Island we'll see if they'll snap the ball here. They're just trying to get him to jump off. We'll see. 4th and short. And it's kept by the quarterback, Mantione, and he's stopped. And Health Sciences will take over on down. So an early stand by Health Sciences. Lamar Rivera and Alante Green in on that tackle. Should be 1st and 10 now for Health Sciences. Yeah,
I think they're gonna have the chains come out.
yeah, there's no virtual reality measurement in this league, thankfully.
No, we got boys on both sides saying it's a stop or it's the 1st down.
Well, it looked to me like he was stopped. So That's what it looked like to me. I don't think he gained anything. The Falcons were right there. Yeah,
And I think, as you said, Stu, that Grand Island, at least at first, they wanted to try to see if they can get Health Sciences to jump. Almost worked. I saw the defensive tackle, defensive end on the left side just move a little bit, but not into the neutral zone, so there's no infraction.
let's see. They've got the sticks out there. I'd be shocked if this was a first down, but I have been shocked before. It is short, and Health Sciences takes over with great field position. First and 10 Falcons at the Grand Island 37-yard line. So a big defensive stand by the Falcons to start the game.
Yep, Coach Santorio must really have a feel that his offense is going to be able to put some points up on the board. The conservative or what we would have probably end up doing, not so conservative, but punt the ball, play some defense. But with these two teams being so high scoring, I'm sure the Grand Island side's thinking they're going to get the ball back. They're going to get some points. If you're health sciences, what a great opportunity here.
Jordan Oliver at quarterback. Looks like he's going to go under center. And he'll hand it off and breaking through there. Oh, good hit. Kevin Guy got about 4, maybe 5 yards, took a big hit. And it's a second down now for Health Sciences. Good first down gain there.
And Kevin Guy, 21 carries, 227 yards coming into the game. He's going to be their I believe a player that they're going to try to attack the outside with a little bit. Right there, just a little off tackle play. I didn't get the number of the player, the freight train that hit him though. That was a nice stick.
Did you say 210 carries, 210 yards on 21 carries?
227 yards, 21 carries so far.
That's a good, pretty good average.
Oh yeah, about 10.8 yards a carry.
Kevin Guy for a short gain there for Health Sciences, and it'll bring up a third down. Sometimes when you're expecting a certain kind of game, the exact opposite happens. I wonder if this will be a defensive struggle after they scored all those points in the other games.
Funny, because neither team has given up much points either. So I was thinking about that yesterday. Yeah, I was thinking to myself, curse of the broadcaster. Spew out one thing and then the game turns out different. I get a feeling there's going to be enough points scored tonight.
Oliver hands it off and breaking through there. I believe that's Amari Ridgway, number 7, and it is. No, it's Alante Green, excuse me. And he's got a first down. That is the first down of this game for either team, and they'll spot the ball at the 26-yard line of Grand Island. So Health Sciences making the first big play of the game with a fourth down stop and giving their offense some great field position.
And if you notice, both offenses are in the same formation basically.
There's a pitch to the far side. Pitts through a hole. He's got room to run. He's finally brought down at about the 10-yard line. Kayvon Pitts, and let's see if they call it first and goal or if they can still get a first down.
Just outside the 10. But Kayvon, by the way, 18 carries, 212 yards, even a better average, almost 12 yards a carry.
Looks like they can still get a first down, and they can hand off to the first man through there. Not a lot of room to run as Grand Island stacks up Amari Ridgway, and it'll bring up a second down. Now, if they get to the 1-yard line, they can get a first down. So this will be second down.
So early on, we're watching Health Sciences trying to establish that line of scrimmage. They're going to come out, the old saying, ground and pound.
And there's the handoff to Guy. Off tackle he goes, and he's just inside the 5-yard line, where it'll be third down. A 4-yard gain.
Grand Island generally a 4-3 type defensive front tonight is in a 3-4.
Well, giving Health Sciences a little something different to look at, right?
Little something different, trying to control the middle. With the nose tackle, a little more presence on the edge.
And there's the handoff to Guy, and he's down at about, looks like from here, about the 1-yard line. I think he's got the first down, but we'll see.
I think where they marked it, he has it. And so Health Sciences definitely just wants to come out and put that ball on the ground and establish physical dominance. Oh, they're maybe just short.
No, yeah, it's fourth down. They didn't get it. Well, here we go. Another big fourth down play. Let's see what they do here. Oliver under center, takes the snap, hands it off to the first man through. Touchdown, Health Sciences. Ridgeway into the end zone, and Health Sciences takes a 6-0 lead here with 6:29 to go in the first quarter.
Almost reminding me of a little bit of a tush push. You know, Ridgeway's that front running back, and he's just plowing into that line, and he got a little assist from some young gentleman from behind, and just really bulldozed his way in.
Well, they'll go for two here. And Oliver will roll to the right, keep it himself. He throws, nice catch, but he's out of bounds, incomplete. And they hold off on the 2-point conversion. Good defensive play there by Grand Island. And it's 6-0 Health Sciences with 6:29 to go here in the first quarter. So Health Sciences taking advantage of some great field position that they earned by stopping Grand Island inside the Vikings' own 40-yard line.
Yep. You know, Stu, and I thought to myself on that 2-point conversion play, everything was going great. And I noticed the Grand Island defensive backs really started moving forward just a little bit, right? So the receiver had to move in a little bit. The ball was a fabulous catch, a nice toss. But by just that little movement by the defensive backs before the ball's in the air, prevented prevented the receiver to get over the goal line. So no points. Great drive by Health Science Health Sciences. Just really establishing physical domination there.
Makari Smith will kick off for Health Sciences. Neville, Kozlowski, and Court are back deep for the Vikings. Oh, it's an onside kick. Grand Island, no, Health Sciences gets the ball. Grand Island had a player get his hands on it, Caden Burns, but he couldn't hang on to it, and Health Sciences recovered. How about that?
Yep, you know, for Burns, unfortunately, I don't think that was a on purpose onside. I think he kind of towed it. You can see on the replay. And Burns just comes over, but you know that football is wobbly.
Yeah, it's a funny shape,
It
right?
is, isn't it? So it's to his right. He dropped down, thought he was going to be able to just corral it in. It was still a little bit movement, and then it bounced off his shoulder pad.
And Health Sciences gets the ball, 1st and 10, Falcons, right at the 50-yard line.
So it started off as a terrible kickoff, turns out to be tremendous good fortune for Health Sciences.
Oliver hands it off and doing some hard running, getting, well, they're still pushing, but the whistle blows and it's Kayvon Pitts for 4 or 5 yards. It'll bring up second down. You call it a 4-yard gain, second down and 6. Suddenly, this becomes a big drive. The Grand Island defense is now will be on the field for a good stretch of this first quarter, and they're already down. And well, I guess their offense is well rested because they've got to get the ball back quickly. And there's a handoff. Oh, right through everybody. Nice run and a touchdown saving tackle by Henry Maziarz. And that's a first down.
Maziarz with the last line of defense there, Stu. He really just had to hold on and hope for good fortune. He got it.
Big play there. And they'll keep it on the ground, and it's Ridgeway barreling forward. And that time the Grand Island defense said, no, it's not happening. And bring up second down.
No, but you know, this will be about the 10th offensive play for Health Sciences. And every one of them has been a run. So even when we're talking about just that pound in the middle, it takes a lot of physical strength and it just keeps wearing down that defensive front.
Second down here for the Falcons, and they'll keep it on the ground again. They'll hand it off to Pitts, and I think he's got another first down, and he's inside the 20-yard line.
It's just showing tremendous acceleration on the handoff, off tackle type of a play. Saw the hole, got through it, and got into the second layer.
And he's just short of the first down. They've got the third down marker up. So this is third down and short here. They're inside the 15-yard line. And they'll hand it off to Pitts again, and he barrels through there inside the 10, where it'll be first and goal for Health Sciences.
Stu, I love the run by Pitts. He comes in, he sees the hole. The hole is there, but then second layer, there was a linebacker there, almost on point. One step to his right, picks up an extra 7 yards doing that. It was great, great field vision.
First and goal for Health Sciences, and they will hand it off. And that is Kevin Guy for a very short gain. Well, Health Sciences has had the ball for all but 3 plays here in the first quarter. They have yet to try to throw the ball except on the 2-point conversion try, which was no good.
On that tackle, number 24, Jacob Brzezinski hits a get really great tackle, but boy, you could just see when he came made that contact that hurt.
There's a handoff and straight up the gut for a short gain is Kevin Guy. And that'll bring up third and goal for the Falcons of Health Sciences. And this is obviously 4 down territory.
4 down territory. We haven't seen a pass yet. We saw a little bit of a rollout on the 2-point conversion. We'll see what we get right here.
And the whistle blows. It's a run, but the whistle blew when they'd handed the ball to Kevin Guy, but the whistle blew.
I believe it's going to be illegal procedure.
Yes, you're right. Al Fuller makes the call, and that'll back up Health Sciences 5 yards.
I think there was a little bit of movement along that line there for against health sciences, not for health
Yeah,
sciences. Now we might see our first pass of the game here.
might be. Still third down, a little bit longer to go. Looks like the ball's at the 8 yard line. Less than 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Yeah.
Health sciences substituted about 4 people. I believe they brought in some running backs. I mean, sorry, some wide receivers, some skilled labor is what I would say. The big guys are went off to the side. My feeling is they're going to try to put this ball in the air, or maybe what we see is where they a lot of a lot of routes take them deep and let Oliver try to scoot himself into the end zone.
Health Sciences called timeout before the play. We'll keep it right here. It's 6-0. Health Sciences. Grand Island had the opening kickoff. They were stopped on fourth and short at about their own 36-yard line. Health Sciences took over, drove it in all the way on the ground, and scored. And then they had a kickoff that looked like an onside kick, but it may have just been one of those things that hit the side of the foot. Anyway, it went off a Grand Island player. Health Sciences recovered it, and they've driven it all the way down to the Grand Island 8 yard line, and it's third and goal from the 8 for Health Sciences. So it looks like Oliver's going to line up in the shotgun here for the first time today. Oliver back to pass. He throws toward the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Intended for Arnett Williams. Sail a little bit over his head, and it'll be fourth and goal from the 8.
Yep, good coverage too by Grand Island. There was very, very unlikely to be able to pull that ball down. A little bit of a fade, but just a little too much on the ball.
So we'll see if they'll put it in the air or go back to the ground game here. The clock stops on the incomplete pass. So about 2 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the quarter. Oliver back in shotgun again. Oh, and Grand Island, I think they jumped off sides. I don't think they were drawn off. That was number 55, Owen Rossetti. Let's see, which way is they going to call that? Offside Grand Island. That's a tough penalty. Takes it from fourth and goal from the 8 all the way down to fourth and goal from the 3. That's a big 5 yards.
And if you notice now, out go the skilled players. In comes some heavy artillery.
I mean, some of the big guys on
Some
the
of the
offensive
big young
line.
men out there, yes. Because, worst case scenario, if your health sciences, you keep it on the ground, you're going to give up the ball inside the 5 yard line, play defense, hopefully get the ball back. Um, they average over 10 yards a carry, so
And there's the great defense by Grand Island. They stuff them in the backfield. Number 22, Riley O'Brien with a big play. And now Grand Island will take over on downs inside their own 5 yard line. A big defensive play. They knew what was coming, they knew where it was coming from, and they stuffed it.
yeah, loved it. Loved the play by O'Brien. O'Brien just a sophomore, so he's a young man, but he came off that edge with, as you said, he had a pretty good idea where it's going. And then what I loved about his tackles too, he doesn't come up high. He just goes right for the legs, wrapped him up, and that was that.
Young man with a purpose on that play.
He had a man. He was a man with a plan.
Mantione in the shotgun. Grand Island backed up deep in their end of the field. Here's a play action pass, throw, caught on the near side out to about the 20-yard line. Ooh,
That's
that could be a little bit of problem right there. So caught by KJ Wilkes, who gets shoved out of bounds right into the pile of Grand Island players. And fortunately, that was the end of that, but I could easily see that spiraling out of bounds, out
I
of.
was about to say I thought that was definitely going to be a penalty, but from our angle, we can't really see whether the Grand Island receiver was out of bounds or not. The officials are right there, so it might have looked a little nastier than it really was.
Well, that was the first pass play, first down for Grand Island.
And great design on that play though, too. A little play action, tight end comes out and he's just out in a zone all by himself.
Antillon fakes the handoff, rolls, throws, caught on the far side at the 30, at the 40, and finally knocked out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. Jacob Brisky, the fullback, with the catch and run. Another first down for Grand Island. So Grand Island going to the air. Let's see. It's Al Fuller up. We've got a penalty and a holding call against Grand Island, which will, unfortunately for the Vikings, bring that one back.
And that was post catch, so that's gonna probably bring it back to maybe the original line of scrimmage.
Tough break there.
Tough break. Interesting play though, Stu. It was the mirror play opposite side.
Well, it worked the first and actually worked both times.
Worked both times. This time with the fullback coming out, just getting in that shallow zone, which is really like a no man's land, and then just a perfect throw on time, catch, run. Unfortunately, a blocker down the field was called for the hold.
First down now, Grand Island all the way back at about their 22-yard line. Another pass. He throws, caught, and tackled immediately is KJ Wilkes. Kaylee Washington on the tackle.
So Grand Island's thinking if we can't overpower you on the ground, we're going to just start trying to see what we can get through the air. And this drive has taken them from about the 2 yard line, 3 yard line, all the way up to the 30. So that might be a little something added for this week's game plan. Because it looks right now, Health Sciences wasn't quite prepared to be able to have to play against the pass that much.
2nd and 2 from the 30. Back to pass. Mantione rolls to the right, gets away from the rush, fires, caught, nice catch, and spinning away from tacklers and getting knocked out of bounds all the way out, maybe beyond midfield. He's a little slow to get up, and oh boy, that was a great play. But KJ Wilkes limping a little bit. Let's see if he can make it back to the huddle. Getting some help from a teammate.
Wilkes with a great route, but you watched Mantione there. He's again only a sophomore. He got a little bit of heat, moved his feet, came up to through the pocket, climbed the ladder there, and then just a perfect strike on the run. Kind of reminds me of somebody we saw last night.
Wearing number 17, maybe?
It could have been that guy.
So KJ Wilkes comes out, made a great play, took some punishment. walking slowly toward the bench. He'll be looked at by the trainer, and play will resume. Less than a minute to go in the first quarter, 6-0 Health Sciences. Each team has had a big fourth down stop. Health Sciences was able to turn theirs into points. And so far, Grand Island, this is the drive where Grand Island made the stop. And so far, they haven't been able to get points, at least not yet. But they're driving. And now Nucci looks over to the sideline. He's lined up in the backfield with quarterback Mantione. This drive has been all passing, and it's going to be another pass. Mantione fires, caught. Nice catch. He drilled that thing. Jonathan Neville hauled that in. Looks like he's about 2 yards shy of the first down. Mantione gunned that thing in there.
Gunned it in there. Great, great play design too. I was kind of counting to myself. We don't have a stopwatch available. That ball came out with about 2.5 seconds from the snap. So Grand Island definitely has figured something out that they liked. That maybe they've been practicing. They brought it out, and that short passing game, pinpoint passing, is moving their offense.
This is another pass. Mantione throws. Oh, intercepted. Is he inbounds or out? No, he's out of bounds. Oh, that was close for Grand Island. Almost picked off. Alante Green made the catch, but couldn't stay in bounds.
And there's a flag on the fields too.
Well, let's see. Where is the flag? And let's see.
Illegal
Al,
motion.
let's see. Al Fuller, our referee, walks toward the press box side,
Oh,
holding against Grand Island, and that'll back them up. And that will also bring, according to our clock and the scoreboard clock, the first quarter to a close. After one quarter, Health Sciences 6, Grand Island nothing. You're watching Section 6 high school football on Western New York Athletics.
Build your next connection. Earn your next internship. Crush your next goal. What will you do next?
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
Tonight's game being brought to you on Western New York Athletics by Damon University. Damon University is a private, non-sectarian university in Amherst, New York, offering undergraduate and graduate level degrees. Visit damon.edu to schedule a tour today. Richmond Vona. Richmond Vona LLC is committed to you. Being involved in a serious car accident creates a whirlwind of changes. We know how serious the effects of a car accident can be on the victims and their families. At Richmond Vona LLC, we have helped our clients recover over $175 million. We have the skills and experience needed to handle a full range of car accident claims, including those with multiple parties and catastrophic injuries. Call 716-671-4341 for your free consultation today or visit richmondvona.com. Second quarter about to get underway. Grand Island with the ball. Second down here. Ball spotted just shy of the midfield stripe. And they fake the handoff, and it's a little screen pass on the far side. Danucci got some room to run. He's finally shoved out of bounds at about the Health Sciences 38-yard line. And that'll be a Grand Island first down. That's the first time that Dominic Nucci has touched the ball.
Great play designs too. Everything moving to the right. I was watching, I think it was the right guard. He started moving to the left, and I thought, oh, wait a minute. And then just totally fooled that defense. One thing about big, fast defenses that we know, they like to move to the ball. They use their speed to get there. the way to attack them sometimes, misdirection, come back the other side. And so far this drive, Grand Island's had the answer. They've had great offensive line play.
Well, this drive started inside their own 5-yard line after a fourth down stop. Back to pass. Montione's in trouble. Oh, he escapes one man, but not the second man. Down he goes. He sacked Dante Pruitt and Tyjon Moy on the sack there. And that takes it all the way back out toward midfield, where that's about a 18-yard loss. Be second down now. There's a replay. Take a look at this one. You know, just when you talk about offensive line play,
Yep.
we jinxed them. That one, I'm putting that one squarely on you.
That's really, but you know what the tonic is to a good passing game when you're on defense. Get those guys off the ball quicker, and that's what we just saw there.
Health Sciences with a huge play.
And the other downside of only passing, those defensive linemen, they get into the rhythm too, and that's what we saw. A great pass rush.
Second down and 21. Back to pass. Montione rolls to the near side, fakes the pass, runs, takes a wallop at about the 37-yard line of Health Sciences, where he's knocked out of bounds, and it'll be a third down play. He's about 8 or 10 yards shy of the first down.
I'll tell you, number 0, Kevin Guy on offense, hard-nosed running back. He just really laid some lumber there in Montione there. Just as he's still in bounds, we just want to let him know, like, you're not stepping out without feeling a little of our wrath.
Oh, third down and 10 from the 37-yard line for Grand Island.
So really, so they got 2 plays to make this first down. So we'll see if something in maybe a 5-yard throw real quick, pick up those positive yardage.
Montione back to pass. Throws on the far side, incomplete. Pass was intended for Blake DeLoretto, but it was a little short and incomplete, and they'll bring up a fourth down. 4th and 10 for the Vikings.
Well, and we figure right here, they're definitely going to go for it.
No doubt.
No doubt. Love the play design of the previous play. Everything went forward. Defensive backs all dropped off. That ball just wasn't quite far enough. Little closer of the receiver, a little further of the throw. We might have picked up maybe about 5 yards for Grand Island.
Wonder if they'll take a crack at the end zone here. Back to pass. Montione. Oh, he had a blocked, knocked down, and they're going to call that incomplete. Not sure who got a hand on it, but that Health Sciences front four came barreling in there and was able to knock the ball down. Looked like that might have been number 55, Quincy Patterson, who got his hands up and knocked the ball down, and it did look like he was going to launch that toward the end zone.
Oh, there's no doubt. And I was watching Montione as he's coming off. He was a little aggravated at himself. He knew he had him, but maybe held the ball with that 1/2 second more. Unfortunate for the Grand Island side, but again, how do you stop a prolific passing game? Get some heat on the quarterback.
So Health Sciences with another good defensive stand there, and they get the ball 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. And there's a handoff and some good hard running by Kevin Guy. He's finally shoved back after he never actually hit the ground. They blew the whistle. Got about 4 yards.
I think I would have a little argument there, and if it was a court case, Mr. Referee, I was never stopped. His legs were churning. If you look at him, he's got a great build for running back. He's got a big power pack and big, strong-looking legs. He's a tough kid to bring down.
Gain of 4 on the play. Now Oliver throws, caught on the near side. And after a good gain, Arnett Williams is brought down inside Grand Island territory at about the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 for Health Sciences. That's the first pass that Oliver has completed on the night. Second one he's thrown. Oliver goes back under center. Whistle blows. And let's see, what do we have here? We got a penalty. Let's see. I saw Al Fuller point. I didn't see a signal what the penalty was for. Probably a false start. So it'll be first down and 15 for Health Sciences. Ball back at the Grand Island 49-yard line.
So the previous penalty, I think it was an offside on the receiver lining up offside.
And there's the handoff to Guy, and Guy. Oh, there that could have been a late hit. They're really smacking each other around down there. Couple of guys getting their licks in. Football, you're supposed to hit people.
I call it old-fashioned football.
Yeah, slugging it out,
Hit
right?
and be hit. It's okay. I thought it was pretty clean, really.
Yes, just physical.
Physical.
Second down. Oliver under center. Hands it off. And Pitts gets about 4 or 5 yards. Bring up a third down. Little short of the first down. Third and 3. Ball at the Grand Island 37-yard line. I'm getting the impression we're not going to see any punts in this game unless it's like 4th and 50. Because everything here is manageable.
Manageable. That's a great word because I think it is. These are all short.
And there's the handoff and not much. Oh, did the ball come out there? Looks like Health Sciences still has it. And no gain, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Both these defensive fronts, they are really, really up their game. Grand Island from that minus that first drive, they've come out now. They've established themselves as a force that doesn't want to be moved backward. We saw the same thing happen with Health Sciences when they needed a pass rush, defensive linemen. We always talk about the trenches and how important they are. Both sides just this is a slugfest, 6-0, and well into the second quarter.
4th and 3. Grand Island almost jumped. It's a pitch. Oh, great. Oh, what a great move. And down the sideline goes Pitts, who's finally shoved out of bounds. Looked like he was stopped dead in his tracks. He took a big hit, bounced off it, went outside, down the sideline, all the way down. See where they spot that ball. Big gain there and a first down. Ball at what appears to be the 25-yard line of Grand Island.
And Grand Island really had everything stacked up properly. Big hit from Grand Island. It was Jonathan Neville.
Well, and here goes Guy, and he's got a good first down gain.
The only thing Neville had failed to do was just wrap up the running back. He had him stopped. And then just a great bounce outside.
That's a good first down run for Health Sciences. Health Sciences leading 6-0, looking to add to that lead. Ball spotted on the 5-yard line. And they will hand that one off to Guy. And he gains maybe a yard or two. See if he got another first down. And he did. He got a first down. It's 1st and goal for Health Sciences. First and goal for the Falcons. All spotted at the 4-yard line. And we get a whistle. They want the Health Sciences team to move back off the field. The official blew the whistle and motioned everybody to back way off. The excitement of the game, everybody tends to
move forward.
Yeah.
But you're only allowed 11 on the field.
First and goal, actually, from the 7-yard line. And there's the handoff. Touchdown. That's Alante Green wearing number 7, and it's 12-0 in favor Oh, they said he was down. Okay, his knee must have hit. Didn't look like it to me. My apologies. And now they'll shove Oliver forward. And that's a touchdown. Although I didn't see any. There it is. That's a touchdown. Oliver gets shoved into the end zone, and it's 12-0 Health Sciences. I'd like to see the play before that where they said he was down. Well, maybe this is it, or is this the touchdown?
Oh, I think this is it.
Thank you for the replay. I don't see how that's not a touchdown.
His left elbow hits the ground. Is he extended enough for the? We got to get that. What is that special camera where it's directly over?
Pylon cam.
One from behind now. Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
You
So
know, a pylon cam was invented by a Western New Yorker. Did you know that?
I did not know that, and I will say this: I think it was a touchdown.
Thank you. That's what I was hoping you would say.
I think he was stretched out before his elbow hit the ground.
Well, they'll go for two here. And they're going to throw it. They throw it to the near side. It's caught for two by Arnett Williams, and it's a 14-0 game. The pylon cam was invented by a gentleman named Paul Halsey. Used to work at Channel 2.
Ah, that's why we know.
That's exactly what I know.
Well, on that 2-point conversion, I loved everything about it. Everybody to the right, we get number 8. Oh, here it comes. Yep, just perfect. Williams is spread way out. Pulled everybody to the right. There's nothing but space. He takes 3 steps. He's a tall young man, long arms. Just cuts inside the defensive back. There's really nothing you can do. If you put the ball probably when we're within 2 feet of him, he's gonna just reach out. He's got long arms. That's a perfect play.
Makari Smith will kick off. Neville, Hort, and Kozlowski will be back deep. 14-0 Health Sciences here.
And if you're Grand Island, this is the drive that you have to establish yourselves and get some points off of it.
And it's taken at about that 20-yard line. And Neville gets it out close to the 40-yard line. So a good return there and good field position for Grand Island to begin this drive. It is 14-0 Health Sciences.
Well, Grand Island's got very good field position here at the 39. As I said, those two, they need to make a play.
Yes, 1st and 10 for Grand Island. Ball is spotted at the 39-yard line. Yeah, the Vikings moved the ball through the air last time, but eventually the drive stalled. Grand Island has not gone back to the ground game. They didn't use the ground game at all the last series. Mantione throws far side. It's caught. And then the Health Sciences rallies to the ball and shoves KJ Wilkes back. A short gain on the play.
Yeah, just a little screen to the left. Neville tried to be the lead block. You see that a lot in the NFL nowadays, and we see it in college. We see it in high school. They're really quick, wide screen, trying to get a good block on the defender. Just Neville wasn't able to get underneath his block, and really the play just went nowhere. Well, I'm sorry. It did pick up 3 yards, my fault. But as we said, Grand Island just has to figure out somehow to keep the ball moving forward.
Good to see KJ Wilkes back in the game. He left a little earlier. Now back to pass. Montione, he throws. Incomplete. That ball kind of went between Wilkes and Kozlowski. And I don't know if either thought the other was going to catch it. It just looked like it went right in between the two of them.
You hit it right on the head.
Okay.
One of the two should have just, or both, dive for the ball. Obviously, they didn't want to hit each other, but the ball was split right between the two of them.
So an unfortunate break there for Grand Island, as that would have been a good gain, enough for a first down, and now it's 3rd down and long for the Vikings.
But I'm assuming somebody was supposed to cut that route shorter. 2 receivers wouldn't have been that close.
Now Mantione's going to keep it himself, and he's got a first down, and he's into Health Sciences territory, brought down at about the 46, 47-yard line. Kevin Guy in on the tackle. A big first down there. The quarterback getting the first down with his legs that time.
Yep, love the play. Everybody spread wide, kind of moved. They kind of like didn't really move much, so nobody was attracted. You saw the line, the guard in the center just open up this big hole, and that was a design play. That was a great play and a great run by the quarterback, Montione.
Back to pass. Montione rolls to the near side, still has it. Now he'll tuck it and run it, and he'll be brought down at about the 40-yard line. Amari Ridgway and Quincy Patterson bringing him down. Very short gain on the play.
Short gain, good defense by Patterson and Montione. No, I'm sorry. I forget the other defender. But anyway, good defense. But you know what I liked about Montione? He got hit from behind and he did fall forward. So he picked up a couple of yards just on his fall. And for a first down play, you picked up 4 yards. You've done your job.
Grand Island moving the ball. 14-0 Health Sciences. We're late in the first half. Jacob Brisky in the backfield with Montione. Shotgun snap. 3 wide receivers at the top of the screen. Snap is low, picked up by Montione. He's going to run. Oh, he's met at the. Oh, he spins away from tacklers. What a great run.
Wow.
And he's down inside the 35-yard line for a first down. He got popped and kept on going. Great run there by the sophomore quarterback.
And I think it was number 61, Taiwan Moye was the spy. Came up on Montione, and he thought, "Oh, good, I got him. I got him. Nope, just bounced right off and picked up that first down. What a great! I call those leadership runs, saying, "Hey guys, we can do this. We just got to make a play or two. You need your quarterback to be that leader."
First down for Grand Island at the 34-yard line of Health Sciences. Montione back to pass. He lets it fly. Incomplete. Oh my. Intended for Andrew Kozlowski. There were 3 blue shirts back there with him. And I'm not sure if one of them was able to knock the ball away or not. Looked like a really good throw. And with those 3 blue shirts around him, an incredibly tough catch. Let's see if we
If we can
if we
get
have a
that,
replay.
yeah, I think he did have it in his hands. It got chopped out.
Another nice throw though. You're always fortunate when you put the ball in the air and there's 3 blue shirts around it that the guy in a white shirt either it doesn't catch it or it comes down in a white shirt.
I mean, it's amazing. Like, you find your receiver somehow, and with all those defenders around. But I'm pretty sure we didn't get the replay, but I'm pretty sure it got stripped out at the very end.
Great defensive play by Health Sciences. Second down here. And looks to throw. Montione takes off and he runs over a defender. Takes 2 or 3 guys to bring him down. He's down close to the 30-yard line, and he might have paid the price, but you know what? So did those defenders.
Yeah, Montiel, he's kind of like a straight up runner, but man, when he levels into the defenders, no matter the size of the defender, they move back a little bit. He's a strong, strong young man. He must have very, very strong legs. And again, he's trying to be the example to his teammates.
Third down and 7 from the 31 for Grand Island. 3 wide receivers at the top of your screen. Montione back to pass. He lets it fly. Incomplete. Looked like that was intended for KJ Wilkes. And it'll bring up a 4th down for Grand Island.
And Wilkes, the white out on the far side, the right side, towards our side. Any case, I had a feeling that's where the target was going to be. When he made his cut, he just slipped in the turf and fell. Really well designed. Got a one-on-one coverage. He was open, but unfortunately, he slipped. He slipped before he could make that catch.
4th down and 7 from the 31-yard line. 2:24 to go here. We're at the Health Science Falcons home field, which is Coyer Field at Buffalo State University. 4th and 7. Nucci back in the backfield. Neville, top of the screen. He goes in motion. Back to pass. Montione. He's under pressure and he's brought down all the way back at the 45-yard line by Amari Ridgway, Dante Pruitt, and one other Falcons player who I didn't catch the number on, but a big time sack. Health Sciences takes over 1st and 10 with another big 4th down stop.
Just a tremendous pass rush. And when, it's funny, Health Science is a little bend, but not break tonight. Every time you think Grand Island's going to be able to get into that end zone, perhaps it seems like Health Science puts maybe a line on the 30-yard line of their defensive line. In any case, and that's where they draw the line. And then we've seen this defensive line just then say, "That's enough. You're not going any further." Great defensive rush there. Really nowhere to go for Montione.
1st and 10, Falcons at their own 42-yard line. Oliver in the shotgun, and he'll pitch it to Pitts. And Pitts will get out close to the 45-yard line. Gain of 2, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And
2nd down and 8.
There's a flag down.
Let's see what the flag is. And it's holding against Health Sciences, so the Falcons will back up. Haven't been that many penalties tonight. It's been a good game, a physical kind of slugfest. No real big plays that you would expect for teams that have scored this many points.
No, just one great run for yardage, but not a score. It's interesting at Health Science there. They were trying to attack the perimeter, and of course, when you go wide, sometimes either tight end or wide receiver can't get leverage. They stick their arm out, got the hold call.
Oliver takes the shotgun snap, hands it off to Guy. Guy's got room to run. He's across the 50, the 40, and knocked out of bounds. Jonathan Neville, perhaps with a touchdown saving tackle for Grand Island. So just as we said, there haven't been that many big plays. What do we get? Big
We
play.
got a big play.
Here it is again. He's got room to run, comes to the near side, and finally gets knocked out of bounds all the way down inside the 30. Do we have another flag?
Yes, we do.
Another holding call. And unfortunately, that big play is wiped out by a penalty. You can't think of anything that has to be more aggravating to head coaches than penalties. Well, they only marked off 5, so what was that signal?
So there was a hold, but it was past,
Oh, okay.
Past the line of scrimmage.
Well, that'll take the ball all the way back now to the 31-yard line. And they got to get out to the 48-yard line of Grand Island for a 1st down. So they got some miles to travel here. Oliver back to pass. He throws deep down the far side. Almost caught, almost intercepted. Oh my, pass intended for Marquis Savannah Davidson. And Henry Maziarz couldn't haul it in either. He couldn't make the interception. Close for both players, but just an incomplete pass, like a long foul ball down the left side.
Pretty much, but that was a well thrown ball. Really, you think Davidson would bring that ball down because he made that inside cut, got it both arms up, but just off his hands.
2nd and 21 from the 31-yard line. Oliver showing off his throwing capabilities. He'll hand it to Pitts. Pitts tries to get around the right side and does. And now he's gang tackled at about the 38-yard line by a host of white shirts.
And I think we're going to get another hold every time on this particular drive when Health Sciences gets the ball out wide. And I think it might be the right tackle on that and this particular play, but in any case, they lose leverage, they reach out, they grab, easy to see it's a hold, and the official will just keep bringing it back.
And you're right, it is another holding call. That's 3 holding calls on 3 of the last 4 plays against Health Sciences. That'll take the ball back all the way back inside the 30-yard line.
And Stu, when we talked about that switch from a 4-3 to a 3-4, I was thinking, the Grand Island coaches are trying to think we got to contain the speed of health sciences, so we stretch it out with the four linebackers, and I think that's playing a little bit of havoc on the outside of the two tackles for health sciences. You have to be able to position yourself enough to turn the player, but not by grabbing them. You got to get a little bit more the opposite side and push. And on this drive, it just hasn't happened for health sciences.
So it is second down and 31 from the 22-yard line for the Falcons. Oliver, and we get a whistle just before or after the ball was snapped. We got another penalty. And we have offside called against the offense. Well, this has been a drive that I'm sure Coach Ty Parker will chew up, spit out, throw it away, and say, can never happen again.
All those things, but I think he'll be a little more direct to the boys.
Yeah, I think so too.
But we talked about not many penalties in this game, and this is the fourth penalty of this drive for health sciences.
Yeah, you can put that one on me. I put the other one on you. This one's on me. How's that?
That's, well, I just figured the laundry needed to be washed. These guys, have to get their hankies dirty, but it's really been the kind of same thing. These are just undisciplined penalties. Sometimes that'll happen in high school in particular. Lose a little focus. Really, the count. You really should be on side for the offense. And I and I'm not quite sure if it's either a wide receiver lining up offside, so on the snap they're offside, or if there's some movement going on inside the interior and they're just saying offside rather than, illegal procedure.
Well, either way, it's second down and 36 from the. That's all the way back. The ball's back at what about the 18-yard line?
And Grand Island's happy to go one on, just man defense on the outsides with the receivers.
Second down and 34, and now we get flags, movement before the snap, and they're going to back up Health Sciences again. Oh my, that's a false start against Health Sciences.
Yeah, that was the right guard
Well,
popped up.
this game was pretty much penalty free till this drive when Health Sciences cannot get out of its own way here penalty wise.
I'm just interested in seeing the Grand Island's defensive formation. They're playing just like one high and back. So you're going to see man on the outside. Sometimes I'm just like, may as well just throw it long. You're going to get one-on-one coverage.
Well, they'll hand it off, and it's a very short gain. And the whistle blows. And that was Amari Ridgway.
And I think Grand Island takes that timeout because they know something that you had mentioned. We haven't had a punt in this game. The only time they're going to punt is when it's going to be fourth and forever. Right now, Health Sciences in third and almost forever.
Tonight's game also being brought to you by Logistics Plus of Buffalo. For all your transportation needs, full truckload, LTL, dedicated, and drop trailer moves. Logistics Plus Buffalo is a one-stop shop. Email buffalologisticsplus.com for your next shipment or warehousing needs. G&G Fitness. G&G Fitness Equipment is a full-service provider of specialty home and commercial fitness equipment. Locations in Buffalo, Rochester, and Syracuse. Visit livefit.com. Wingnuts Buffalo, located near the Buffalo Airport at 4600 Genesee Street. Dine in or order for takeout, open Monday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Visit wingnutsbuffalo.com. SUNY Cortland. SUNY Cortland stands out as one of New York's top public universities, a medium-sized school that offers academic strength across 68 majors, a high quality of student life, and a degree that pays back graduates. And they'll hand that one off. It'll be a short gain. And you can visit www.2.cortland.edu to schedule a visit today. And we'd also like to thank Pathfinder College Planning, Dan Chacha, Injury Attorneys, 510 Toy Shop and Sports Cars, The mental match was Sam Recco, Canisius High School, St. Joseph's Collegiate Institute, St. Francis High School, the Trench Trophy recognizing the top linemen in Western New York, Lewis and Lewis, PC 37 Franklin Street, Buffalo, New York, Colvin Cleaners, Elmwood Avenue in Kenmore, New York. And this will bring up a 4th down and 39 to go. Long way to go.
You don't hear that very often. 4th and 39.
No, the ball is spotted at about the 23-yard line, and they have to get out to the Grand Island 48-yard line. So that 39 might not be 100% correct. That's what the scoreboard has. Ball spotted at the 23.
Well, we'll just say 4th and forever.
And they will punt this one away. It's a high but short punt, and it'll bounce at the 50. Neville lets it roll. It takes a Health Sciences roll all the way down to the Grand Island 35-yard line. Neville had a good look at it. I don't think he was in a spot where he could have made a catch or a play on it, so instead he let it bounce, and unfortunately for him, it took a Health Sciences bounce.
Yep, that's a punter's best friend, right?
Yeah. Yes. Like the goalpost and the goaltender.
Interesting though, because Grand Island really didn't have Neville very deep
No.
for that punt return, and he was out there by himself. So I would have doubted the health science would want to try something tricky. I think Grand Island wanted to make sure they didn't. Unfortunately for the Grand Island side, they got that health science bounce.
So 1st and 10 Grand Island at their own 35-yard line. They trail this one 14 to nothing. And we'll see if they can get points on the scoreboard before the end of the half. Nucci in the backfield with Montione. KJ Mays split to the bottom of your screen. 2 wide receivers at the top. Yeah, we get a whistle. And Grand Island takes timeout. We'll take a quick timeout. 57 seconds to go in the half. Health Sciences 14, Grand Island nothing. You're watching Section 6 High School Football on Western New York Athletics.
Build your next connection. Earn your next internship. Crush your next goal. What will you do next?
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
Or an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Montione takes the snap, and we get a whistle before anything happens. Let's see what happened this time. False start against Grand Island. Well, I'll tell you, when those flags started flying, it's like an epidemic all of a sudden.
So funny you said that because I thought the same thing. It's just like a virus that just keeps giving.
Well, I'll take it back another 5 yards. Now they have to go all the way out to the 45-yard line for a 1st down.
Grand Island's going to be just a big break to be able to get on the scoreboard in these next 56 seconds. That's a long way to go for a drive in only such a fast time.
And Montione gets it away. It's incomplete. Nobody near where the pass actually bounced. He was under pressure. And we've got a Grand Island player that's KJ Mays, a little slow to get up. He left the game a little earlier, but came back. He's walking a little slowly. He's banged up and he's headed to the sideline. Hopefully he's all right.
And Health Science pretty much is just stuck to their four-man front with putting the heat on now in this quarter on the Grand Island. I've noticed they left the spy out there the last couple drives too, so they're respecting Montion's ability to scramble. But with that kind of ferocious pass rush, he's not being able to even get the throw off.
2nd down for Grand Island. Dominic Nucci in the backfield with Montione. Back to pass. He throws over the middle. Nice catch there. Caught by Neville. And he's out beyond the 40-yard line where it'll be third down. Clock ticking away the final seconds of the first half. Grand Island will have to move here. Neville splits out wide. Splits out wide with Blake DeLoretto. Mathion back to pass. He's under pressure, rolls, and he's dragged down out of bounds. Nice play there by Dante Pruitt. And that'll bring up fourth down. So the health sciences defense playing some really
Dominating.
tough defense tonight. Yeah, dominating. That's a very good word.
Yeah, this quarter they have dominated. That it again starts with the rush, 4-man rush. You got 7 dropping back. That's tough. That's tough to beat when you can't hold them. I thought Grand Island in the first quarter was really holding their own with their offensive line, but the boys in blue have really stepped up this quarter.
Alante Green back deep to receive the punt, along with Makari Smith. Grand Island will, the snap is low. They get the kick away. And it'll bounce. It'll take a health sciences bounce as it bounced, hit about the 42 and bounced backward to the health sciences 45. So that bounce goes the Falcons' way. Time for maybe one more play here in the half. 8 seconds to go. First and 10 at the 45. Can't imagine them doing anything but taking a knee.
Now, if this was Coach Licata over at Will South, I'd be saying, watch the hook and ladder.
Right.
But at a 14-0 lead, your defense really stepped it up that quarter. Probably don't want to do anything too fancy.
Yeah, they could just throw it deep too. I mean, he's lining up in the shotgun. He's deep in the backfield. Back deep with Kevin Guy. So if he's going to kneel down, he's going to kneel down out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, goes back to pass. Tried to throw it, and he spins away from tacklers, and now they finally got him. Great effort there. And Grand Island comes up with the big play. Owen Rossetti and Riley O'Brien in on the tackle. And that'll bring the first half to a close. At halftime, Health Sciences 14, Grand Island nothing. You're watching Section 6 high school football on Western New York Athletics.
Wing nuts. You still got to go.
Have you guys tried Room 40 yet?
Looking for the perfect spot to throw your next party? Say hello to Room 40, our private event space at both Wingnuts locations. Maybe you got a birthday, a graduation, anniversary, business event, rehearsal dinner, or even a sports banquet. From intimate get-togethers to rowdy celebrations, Room 40 is built to handle it all and fits up to 60 guests. With custom food and drink packages, flexible setups, legendary Wingnuts hospitality, and all the wings you can handle. If you're planning a celebration or get-together in Buffalo, this is where the party's at. Local vibes, zero stress, all fun. Book Room 40 today and throw a party Buffalo won't forget. Hit the link in our bio or visit wingnutsbuffalo.com/room40 to book now.
All right, well,
I'll go if you go to Wingnuts.
Deal.
In the classroom, on the field, in the studio, behind a music stand, we care for the whole person in mind, body, and spirit. Through our unique house system, our Modus academic program, on every step of your journey. This place is special. Let us show you why.
Look, Patriot account is not going to close itself. Looks like you're going to be here late again. I need this by morning.
Oh no, not again. My son has a football game tonight.
WNYAthletics.com. You can thank me later.
WNY Athletics, your home for high school sports.
Yes.
At Richmond Vona, we are seriously dedicated to bettering the communities that we serve.
You will get super high level communication. We will get you back on your feet, and you are getting a team of dedicated attorneys, paralegals, case managers.
At Richmond Vona, if you call us quickly after your accident, we'll help you get it filed for you. We have more team members. We have the best systems and processes, the best technology, and our team members are motivated and incentivized to move our clients' cases along as quickly as possible, but without sacrificing the amount of money we can get our clients. Because at the end of the day, we are not some settlement mill. We are not like some of these TV lawyers who just want to get you the first settlement offer and get you out the door so they can move on to the next. If you put your trust in us and hire us, we promise to take care of everything. Call us as soon as possible so we can start the investigation to fight to get you the settlement you deserve.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
We're at halftime at Buffalo State College. You can see the score there. Health Sciences 14 and Grand Island nothing. Our featured sponsors for today's game are Damon University. Damon University is a private, non-sectarian university in Amherst, New York, offering undergraduate and graduate level degrees. Visit damon.edu to schedule a tour today. Richmond Vona. Richmond Vona LLC is committed to you. Being involved in a serious accident creates a whirlwind of changes. We know how serious the effects of a car accident can be on the victims and their families. At Richmond Vona LLC, we have helped our clients recover over $175 million. We have the skills and experience needed to handle a full range of car accident claims, including those with multiple parties and catastrophic injuries. Call 716-671-4341 for your free consultation today or visit richmondvona.com. Logistics Plus of Buffalo for all your transportation needs. Full truckload, LTL, dedicated and drop trailer moves. Logistics Plus Buffalo is a one-stop shop. Email buffalo@logisticsplus.com for your next shipment or warehousing needs. G&G Fitness. G&G Fitness Equipment is a full-service provider of specialty home and commercial fitness equipment. Locations in Buffalo, Rochester, and Syracuse. Visit livefit.com. Wingnuts Buffalo, located near the Buffalo Airport at 4600 Genesee Street. Dine in or order for takeout. Open Monday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Visit wingnutsbuffalo.com. Let me say that again, wingnutsbuffalo.com. SUNY Cortland. SUNY Cortland stands out as one of New York's top public universities, a medium-sized school that offers academic strength across 68 majors, a high quality of student life, and a degree that pays back graduates. Visit www.cortland.edu to schedule a visit today. We would also like to thank Pathfinder College Planning, Dan Chacha Injury Attorneys, 510 Toy Shop and Sports Cards, The Mental Match with Sam Recco, Canisius High School, St. Joseph's Collegiate Institute, St. Francis High School, Trench Trophy recognizing the top linemen in Western New York, Lewis and Lewis, PC 37 Franklin Street, Buffalo, New York, and Colvin Cleaners, Elmwood Avenue in Kenmore, New York. We're at halftime. It is Health Sciences 14, Grand Island nothing. You're watching Section 6 high school football on Western New York Athletics.
At Richmond Vona, we are seriously dedicated to bettering the communities that we serve.
You will get super high level communication, and you are getting a team of dedicated attorneys, paralegals.
If you put your trust in us and hire us, we promise to take care of everything. Call us as soon as possible so we can start the investigation to fight to get you the settlement you deserve.
Wing nuts. You still got to go.
Have you guys tried Room 40 yet?
Looking for the perfect spot to throw your next party? Say hello to Room 40, our private event space at both Wingnuts locations. Maybe you got a birthday, a graduation, anniversary, business event, rehearsal dinner, or even a sports banquet. From intimate get-togethers to rowdy celebrations, Room 40 is built to handle it all and fits up to 60 guests, with custom food and drink packages, flexible setups, legendary Wingnuts hospitality, and all the wings you can handle. If you're planning a celebration or get-together in Buffalo, this is where the party's at. Local vibes, zero stress, all fun. Book Room 40 today and throw a party Buffalo won't forget. Hit the link in our bio or visit wingnutsbuffalo.com/room40 to book now.
All right, well,
I'll go if you go to Wingnuts.
Deal.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
I'm George Wiley, a senior at Canisius High School. As the only Jesuit high school in Western New York, Canisius delivers a life-changing education. Canisius prepares young men for acceptance into the nation's finest universities, and our community supports us at each step of our journey. We are proud of our excellent athletics and our emphasis on service. This place is special. Let us show you why.
Experience firsthand the excellence of Canisius High School. Schedule your visit at canisiushigh.org.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
Look, Patriot account is not going to close itself. Looks like you're going to be here late again. I need this by morning.
Oh no, not again. My son has a football game tonight.
At WNYAthletics.com. You can thank me later.
WNYAthletics. Your home for high school sports.
Yes.
Are you an AD struggling to keep up with the social media needs of your teams? Check out Box Out Sports, a platform used by colleges and high schools all across the country. It's a true plug-and-play system where in less than 30 seconds you have access to over 1,000 templates that include your colors, your logos, and your information to highlight your student athletes. If you're interested in learning more, go to boxoutsports.com today.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal. Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Here at Buffalo State University. And it's 14-0 Health Sciences, Paul, and the Falcons get the ball to start the second half. Pretty big drive here for Grand Island, I would say.
You know, Stu, we were talking before the game. We expected some offensive fireworks and this and that, and hold on to your seats. And really, this has been a defensive struggle. Health Science had a couple nice, real nice drives, kept it on the ground, punched them in. But other than that, really no offense to speak of. And we've watched Grand Island for the most part really rally around the ball.
Well, there's a big play by Grand Island. Guy got the handoff. He got hit immediately, lost some yardage, and he was a little bit slow to get up there. It'll bring up second down for Health Sciences. The ball deep in their own end.
And when Grand Island had the ball on offense, they were able to probe it with the pass game a little bit. And then as that second quarter went on, Health Science just dominated on the defensive line.
Oliver throws, caught on the far side. Nice tackle. Neville prevented that from being a big gain as the wide receiver Pitts tried to spin out of his grasp and couldn't do it. Big tackle there by Jonathan Neville.
You know, Neville really makes his presence known. He's made a couple really nice tackles. Sure-handed kind of tackler. Really nice play there because if that breaks open, there is nobody else on that side.
Third and long here for Health Sciences. Opening possession of the second half. They're deep in their own end. Oliver goes under center, takes the snap and hands it off, and bursting through the line of scrimmage, being stopped a little short of the first down is Guy. Whoa, well, I take that back. He did get the first down. I thought he was stopped short. No, he's got a first down. Big run there to get Health Sciences out from deep in their own end.
Yeah, that was a great block between the guard center, I'm sorry, guard left tackle on Health Sciences part. Opened up that hole, slithered through, just made enough yardage to get that first down.
And Oliver will hand that one off, and that's Guy for a short gain.
And so far this half, Stu, they're just happy to run Guy up the middle, keep pounding the rock. Maybe try to, soften up Grand Island a little bit.
And they're also eating up some clock.
And eating up the clock with a 14-point lead. And where I said before, where Grand Island's offense has it's gotten so far, it's gotten down to maybe the 30-yard line of a Health Sciences side, but no further than that on offense. So a 14-point lead, great defense, that can carry you very far.
Oh, somebody moved. Let's see. Grand Island's 21, Chase Arribes. And let's see that somebody from Health Sciences moved too. They kind of moved simultaneously and pointed at each other.
Yeah, I think the Grand Island side jumped offside and left guard jumped after that. And as you said, finger pointing was going on both sides.
Well, the call goes against Grand Island. So make it second down and much shorter by the tune of 5 yards. Oliver hands that one off and going straight ahead for very little, if any, gain is Pitts. We've already used up 3.5, almost pretty soon be 4 minutes into the third quarter.
I'll tell you, Stu, on the play for Grand Island, number 17, Nick Corte, just crashed down, saw the play developing and came down and grabbed the running back from behind.
Third and 3 from the 35 for Health Sciences. Grand Island hasn't had the ball yet here in the second half. And that is Guy. And I think he has a Health Sciences first down. Let's keep an eye. Yeah, first down. Health Sciences. The Falcons get another one. And they eat up more clock.
I'll tell you, and that last run, if it's 10 yards for the sticks, that ball hit exactly at 10 yards. That was close. But if you're the Health Sciences side, this is exactly what we want to do, right?
Yes.
Just keep getting first downs, chew up the clock.
And if they add more points, so much the better. Oliver back to pass, throws, caught on the far side by Pitts. Pitts all the way down close to the Grand Island 30-yard line. A big gain there before he finally got knocked out of bounds.
Been true to form for Health Sciences. Just keep pounding, pounding, pounding. Get the other team really, really crashing down on the edges then. Take advantage of the space. Quick throw by Oliver. Just perfect catch, perfect run.
The PA announcer said that was Alante Green, number 7. I thought it was Pitts, number 1. My mistake, if that's what it was. The whistle blows, and you hear the Health Sciences coaches banging on the tabletop as once again the Falcons are flagged for being offside.
It's funny. I thought it was number 1 also.
Well, then we're going to say that you and I were correct.
I think so.
Okay.
Well, we have what is that? We got 3 people, 2 saying one thing. A quorum?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
4 eyes compared to 2. How's that?
Okay. Yeah.
So after the penalty, it's still first down for Health Sciences.
Oh, but now I'm looking out there. It might have been number 7.
Well, it might have been, but I don't think so. I'm sticking with what I thought I saw.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I'll admit it. Oliver back to pass. He throws deep down the far side. Incomplete. Overthrown. Intended for Pitts, number 1.
Okay, in that case, you are right. Number 1.
Here's the replay. Let's see. Who's right?
Yep.
Number 1.
Number
It
1.
was Pitts. All right. Good for us. We got to be right. Thank you, Dana, for queuing up that replay. See, Dana's always looking out for us.
And Stu, on this last play, I think it was Number 23, the defensive back for Grand Island. In any case, he really just squeezed Pitts into the sideline. If he didn't do that, that was a touchdown. That was a really good defensive play at the very end of that play.
Oliver hands it off. It's a very short gain by Guy, maybe no gain at all, and then it'll bring up a third down and long. Well, Health Sciences has used up a good chunk of this quarter as we're 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Grand Island hasn't touched the football offensively. And when this play is over, be around 6.5 minutes or less to go in the quarter. So the Grand Island offense has a lot of time to catch its breath. Third and long. Oliver back to pass. He throws, caught, still on his feet, still going, and finally knocked out of bounds by Neville inside the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal. And the player who caught the pass, that might be number 7, but I can't see his number, believe it or not. Nice catch and run.
I think it was Pitts against
Yeah.
too, but that was a great pitch, great catch, great run.
So Pitts, it was Pitts. He'll get a breather, be first and goal for the Falcons. And they'll hand that one off to Guy, and he'll get down inside the 5-yard line, where it'll be second and goal. A huge series right here. Grand Island really does not want to fall behind by 21. They've got a big enough hill to climb as it is. This guy is.
This has been a textbook drive. Soften up the defense, keep pounding, keep pounding, keep pounding, and then out of one player, Pitts is hot.
Yeah.
Get him the ball. He's your fast playmaker on the outside. 3 really nice tosses, great catches, great runs.
Second and goal for Health Sciences, looking to add to their 14-point lead. Oliver brings him to the line of scrimmage. He'll go under center. Oliver rolls to the near side. He throws, intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Grand Island. We get a flag after the interception by Santino Favorite. And I believe that flag is going to be either unsportsmanlike. I would imagine. Let's see what it is. The interception stands.
Definitely the interception stands. Oliver just throws the ball a little bit behind it. Favorite just got me on the spot. He was in the right spot.
That looks like they're calling it against Health Sciences. Is that unsportsmanlike conduct after the catch?
I believe there was a little extracurricular, if they would say.
Well, that's a big penalty. It'll give Grand Island. It's clearly on Health Sciences. You saw Al Fuller make the signal. Imagine that happened right after the catch.
There's a little push there.
And that'll take the ball all the way out to just a little bit beyond the 35-yard line, where it'll be first and 10 Grand Island with 5:26 to go in the third quarter. Vikings down 14. What a huge play that was. And they'll hand it off and try to run it to the near side. And gaining a few yards is Andrew Kozlowski before he's shoved back. So a short gain there, 2, maybe 3 yards will bring up second down.
Yeah, he was met by Ridgway Ridgway on the defense, number 3, and I was thinking it was Washington, number 20. Those guys just kind of squeezed them, one high, one low.
He did manage to get 5 yards, second down and 5. Well, Grand Island needs to get some points here on this drive. And they'll hand that one off to Nucci, and he's not going to get anywhere. Somebody looked like Ridgway grabbed him by the ankles, wrapped him up. Oh, somebody's hurt.
Yeah, I think that's the runner. Yep.
That's down. Well, I don't want to speculate. Hopefully he's okay, but he's in a lot of pain. Oh my, I hope he's okay. We're going to take a quick break. 4:33 to go, third quarter. Health Sciences 14, Grand Island nothing. You're watching Section 6 high school football on Western New York Athletics.
I'm George Wiley, a senior at Canisius High School. As the only Jesuit high school in Western New York, Canisius delivers a life-changing education. Canisius prepares young men for acceptance into the nation's finest universities, and our community supports us at each step of our journey. We are proud of our excellent athletics and our emphasis on service. This place is special. Let us show you why.
Experience firsthand the excellence of Canisius High School. Schedule your visit at canisiushigh.org.
Well, you see Dominic Nucci, the senior fullback, getting helped off the field. He got wrapped up around the legs, and then two or three Health Sciences players stopped him, and he kept trying. He kept trying to move forward, but unfortunately, looks like an injury occurred, and hopefully he's okay and can get back into this game as they walk him over to the bench. Second down for Grand Island here. Actually, I think it's third down. The down marker says 2 on the far side. I thought it was 3. They need to fix that.
That hurts Grand Island. Nucci is their number one running back coming in tonight. Senior leadership, good young man. We wish him the best, and hopefully, as you said, he'll just get back in here before too long.
So they fixed the down marker. Al Fuller says, let's get that taken care of. Third down for Grand Island. Back to pass, Mantillon, and he's sacked. Brought down. Now, Health Science is just doing a great job defensively. Taiwan Moy on the play there, one of 3 Health Sciences players to get a chunk of the Grand Island quarterback.
Moy's been a standout tonight. Been watching him, just a very, very good football player. It's funny how the good football players are always around the ball, right?
Yeah. McCurry Smith and Kayvon Pitts are back deep to return this punt from Aiden Galligan. Well, special teams have turned games around. This is every play for Grand Island with that clock ticking becomes that much more important. Gets the snap, gets the kick away. High kick. Taken. Oh, and nowhere to go. Good special teams play there by Santino Favorite. Made the tackle. It'll be Health Sciences ball at about their own 31 or 32-yard line.
Favorite just with a great tackle. They're just held on for dear life till you got a couple friends come finish it up.
No, Health Sciences defense has been fabulous tonight. They've been tremendous.
Their defensive line's been just outstanding.
Been a tough physical football game. Given how many points both these teams had scored, I was expecting to see some sort of track meet. That obviously has not happened.
But I'll give it to Grand Island's defensive line too. Not quite as big, but they really move fast. And the linebackers that are in there, they're all just swarming to the ball. It's been a big team effort.
There's another penalty on Health Sciences, and they'll back up a little bit.
Too many men on the field. Let's see, 1.
I think you might have hit the nail on the head.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll back them up. Still be first down.
That's the only way I ever saw the field on football. I snuck on.
Oliver hands it off and nowhere to go there. No gain, really. Guy on the carry, Kevin Guy. So bring up second down. Late in the third quarter, Health Sciences scored twice in the first half. Canucci is up. Thank you, Dana, for pointing that out. Flexing his leg, stretching out his leg. Second down here for the Falcons.
That's a great sign for
Yes,
that
it
young
is.
man.
Thrown, completed, but no gain, nowhere to go, really. Ball caught by Pitts. And it'll bring up a third down. And you can hear the Grand Island cheerleaders trying to get their team to come up with a defensive stand here.
Well, they've made one turnover earlier, right?
Yeah.
So, if they can get a stop here, or maybe a turnover here, Grand Island would have a great field position. We'd see what happened on offense, but I've really enjoyed watching this Grand Island bunch on defense. They are just swarming to the ball.
Third down. He'll hand it off and nowhere to go. Bring up a fourth down. Dominic Nucci on the sideline still trying to work out whatever happened. I'm going to guess he's going to be able to come back into the game. It's a fourth down, and Health Sciences will punt this one away. Neville and Court go back deep to receive the punt. Kari Smith, I believe, will punt it away for Health Sciences.
Nucci's going to have to convince the trainers first and foremost.
Okay, that's
They're
fair.
watching him like a hawk.
And Smith gets the kick away. And it's caught by Neville right at the 45-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Grand Island with 55 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Well, every possession now and every snap for Grand Island just keeps getting bigger and bigger as the clock continues to tick.
Yep.
And they still trail by 14.
Yep, but that's a great, tremendous defensive stand there too.
Yes, it is, and that's keeping them in the game.
Yep. Since the interception, that was a huge play. This stopping Health Science basically, and no drive really, nothing gained there. That was great, and they good fielding of the punt too. So if you're on the Grand Island side, that ball's not going to hit the turf and just start rolling against your team.
Mantione throws near side, almost intercepted, and that would have been 6. Dante Pruitt had both hands on it and couldn't hang on. If he did, he had a lot of real estate in front of him and no white shirt anywhere near him. Look at this.
He had nothing but green there. He just comes right down the line. We can watch him. He sees the play, reads it perfectly, steps in. And you know what? He had his eyes.
He did everything right except the most important thing, catch the ball.
Yeah, I said I was going to say he had nothing but green and going to the bank, but that was the problem. He had his eyes looked up. He thought he had that ball in his hands. But that was just a great defensive play. A really nice feel for what the play was, and just knew how to just perfect defense. We're enjoying a lot of the defensive play tonight.
2nd and 10. Mantione back to pass, and he's going to be sacked and brought down at about the 40-yard line. Well, Health Science is getting after the quarterback there. He really had no chance to get that ball away. I mean, the second he got the ball, they were on him.
Yeah, watching Health Science defensive line, we give them a lot of credit. They're bringing 4 and once in a while a 5-man pressure. I think that was 5 men there. There's just been nowhere for Mantione. Can't even get set to throw the ball. And then obviously going forward, just getting beaten up that way. So big down here for Grand Island. You might even think, we got 10 seconds, maybe we get out of the quarter. But in any case, they need a first down, and they need to hold on to the ball to get any chance to getting back in this game.
3rd and long, 3rd and 16. And I don't think they're going to get a playoff as the third quarter comes to a close. After 3, Health Sciences 14, Grand Island nothing. You're watching Section 6 high school football on Western New York Athletics.
I'm George Wiley, a senior at Canisius High School. As the only Jesuit high school in Western New York, Canisius delivers a life-changing education. Canisius prepares young men for acceptance into the nation's finest universities, and our community supports us at each step of our journey. We are proud of our excellent athletics and our emphasis on service. This place is special. Let us show you why.
Experience firsthand the excellence of Canisius High School. Schedule your visit at canisiushigh.org.
Tonight's game brought to you by Damon University. Damon University is a private, non-sectarian university in Amherst, New York, offering undergraduate and graduate level degrees. Visit damon.edu to schedule a tour today. Fourth quarter coming up. Third and long for Grand Island as they're now going to attack the end zone to our right. They have to get to the 44-yard line of Health Sciences for a first down. Antillon takes the snap, back to pass, under pressure, gets away from it, still going, runs into a defender and is brought down well short of the first down. And a nice defensive play there by Danny Owens, a senior defensive lineman. And it'll bring up a fourth down here.
And I don't see the punt team coming on right now.
Oh. Well, let's see. Haley Washington and Makari Smith are back deep, if there is indeed a punt. Looks like they're not punting. They're going for it. Fourth and long. Fourth and 11 for Grand Island. Huge play here for the Vikings. Health Sciences too, but in a different way for Grand Island. Mantillon drops back to pass. He throws deep down the near side. Incomplete. Great effort by Neville, but he couldn't haul it in. Lamar Rivera right with him for Health Sciences, and the Falcons will take over on downs.
And Grand Island did a smart thing. They brought two extra blockers, kept him in back. Montillon just gets that ball probably, a football length too far. Great effort.
So Grand Island's drive stalls. They cannot convert on fourth down, and it's first and 10. Health Sciences at the Grand Island 44-yard line, and they have a 14-0 lead.
And I would fully support Coach Santiago. You got to go win it, right?
Yes, absolutely. And there's the handoff to the first man through there, and that's a good first down gain by Pitts.
And as you were talking about, every possession is going to be important. So does it matter if you lose 20-0, 14-0? If you lose, you lose. So I like the moxie to go for it. I almost connected.
Dean Santorio, the longtime Grand Island coach, he's also their baseball coach. Coached both sports for a long time and done a great job. Second down. There's the handoff. Cutting to the outside. It's Guy. He's still on his feet and he's finally shoved out of bounds. Kevin Guy with a good run there.
I was going to call him the dancing bear. I love the couple of these little steps, a little stop step.
Well, here he is again. He follows his lineman, then gets to the outside. Neville misses him and finally shoved out of bounds. He's inside the 10-yard line, be first and goal.
But Guy
nope, he's not inside the 10 because the sticks are still up. Sorry.
Just that little stutter step at the beginning of that run. I just thought that was perfect. Gave him a little space. And then at the end, he just sidestepped and went down the sideline a little.
There's a pitch to Pitts, and he's knocked down inside the 10 where it'll be second down. And Health Sciences will now probably, if they haven't already, they'll be milking the clock before they snap the ball.
Oh, yeah, and I'd be shocked if that ball goes in the air at all.
No, there's no reason to, right? I mean, worst case scenario, you're stopped here and Grand Island has to travel the length of the football field. And so far, Health Sciences has not allowed that.
No, The big boys up front, they're feeling it right now for health sciences. Straight ahead, drive blocking, just a hat on a hat.
Second down for Health Sciences.
And health sciences can still get that first down before getting into an end zone. So you get 4 plays to make 10 yards. They're feeling it right now.
Oliver hands it off to Pitts around the far side. Touchdown. Kayvon Pitts scores to make it 20-0 in favor of Health Sciences.
Grand Island just had everybody come in. They're trying to block up the middle, and Kayvon, he gets met on the right side, and boom, breaks that tackle and just walks in.
20-0 in favor of Health Sciences. And the hill for Grand Island just got a whole lot bigger.
Whole lot bigger. All the blocking down to the left just opened up that whole right side. That was just a beautiful run. Good eyes on that running back.
Health Sciences going for 2. And let's see. The 2-point try is, I think it was denied. I didn't see any signal that it was good, so I'm going to say no good.
Yeah, I think stopped short and then just kind of fumble rooskied it forward, but the whistle had already blown.
Tonight's game brought to you by Richmond Vona. Richmond Vona LLC is committed to you. Being involved in a serious accident creates a whirlwind of changes. We know how serious the effects of a car accident can be on the victims and their families. At Richmond Vona LLC, we have helped our clients recover over $175 million. We have the skills and experiences needed to handle a full range of car accident claims, including those with multiple parties and catastrophic injuries. Call 716-671-4341 for your free consultation today or visit richmondvona.com. Health Science is getting set to kick off here, now leading 20-0. Neville, Kozlowski, and Court are back deep. Smith will kick off for the Falcons. And it'll be taken by Neville at the 20, 25, 30, still on his feet, still going, and finally tossed to the turf at about the 41-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 Grand Island with 8:28 remaining on the clock in the fourth quarter. Good return there by Neville.
Yeah, Neville looking like he was about to break it. Then number 32, Deshaun Bush, just comes in, bear hugs, spins him around, and kind of ragdolls him down. Tonight has been some really big hits, too.
And we have a Grand Island player down. Aiden Galligan is being, well, now he's helped up, and he's going to limp off a little bit. Looks like he's able to shake that off as he heads back to the Vikings bench. These high school games have a funny way of coming alive toward the end. We've seen that happen before, too. First and 10, Vikings. Ball at their own 42-yard line. Grand Island needs points, and they need them in a hurry. Antione back to pass. He throws, caught on the near side. Neville with a nice catch, and he just barely made it in bounds. That was close.
That was close. How Monteon got rid of that ball. I think he was being engaged just as his arm came forward. Grand Island's now keeping a running back in, trying to give him a little support and a little time because as you said, anything can happen. But right now, if something's going to happen, it's going to come off of the arm of the quarterback, number 8, Anthony Montone for Grand Island. But he's got to have time to be able to deliver the ball.
First and 10 now from the Falcons' 48-yard line for Grand Island. And we got a whistle. And we'll see what that is. Offside against Health Sciences. It's funny how some people say encroachment and some people say offside. It's the same thing.
Same thing. I would always take encroachment. Somebody move forward. I think health science just lined up in the neutral zone.
Okay. Well, either way, it's a
See,
5-yard penalty.
we're old school. Encroachment, we're just gonna say offside.
Still first down, 1st and 5 now for the Vikings.
Oh, those modern people nowadays. What am I, a cranky old man?
Pantheon back to pass, throws, caught by Neville at the 30, and he tried to break a tackle with a stiff arm and couldn't quite get away from number 16, who I don't have a name for.
I think that was James. Oh, nope. I
Right.
was thinking that was James Cole, but it's not.
Either way, it's a first down and a nice play by Neville.
And Neville just gave the old, I call it the Henry.
As in Derrick Henry.
As the Derrick Henry, yes.
The old,
That stiff arm, man. That's like getting hit by a 2x4.
the old how do you do?
Yes, but I saw Neville. He was hoping to break free.
Almost did, too. Great tackle. Another first down for the Vikings. Mantione back to pass, throws deep toward the end zone, incomplete. He just missed Neville, who was wide open. Something was a little bit off. Otherwise, that was 6.
Yeah, that was a blown coverage. Neville was wide open, and whether it was just a little more, just needed a little more air underneath the ball.
So an opportunity missed there by Grand Island. 2nd down.
And Stu, you're almost prophetic. If Grand Island would have connected there, they'd still have over 7 minutes in this game. And in high school football, that's actually a long time.
In any football game, it's an eternity, right? We've seen so many things happen. Just never know, right? Mantione takes the shotgun snap, back to pass. He's going to run now, and he's got a short gain before he's tripped up. No gain on the play. A Grand Island lineman, number 55, Owen Rossetti, little banged up on the play, but looks like he's going to tough it out and stay in the game.
Yeah, I think he got kicked there at the end. So a little surprise move there, trying to get the quarterback just to get a quarterback run right up the guts. We've seen that work so many times in either college football, and we've been blessed in Buffalo to watch Josh Allen pull that same play off.
Yes, we have. Third down here, although from now on it's all 4-down territory from Grand Island. It's been that way, I think, just about the entire quarter. Mantione back to pass, and he's brought down. The ball's on the turf. Who's got it? I think he got it. He got it back.
He was fortunate. It fell right. The ball dropped right to his feet. He just was able to fall.
I think that was Amari Ridgway who knocked it out of his hands, either him or maybe Quincy Patterson. Yeah, we have a flag on the play. Well, let's see what Al Fuller says here. Oh, was that a face mask against Health Sciences? Well, that's a big break for Grand Island.
So that'd be a 15-yard from the spot. So that's going to be a big boost for Grand Island. First down and much closer to the goal line.
Well, let's see. They're going to mark it off from the 27-yard line. And that should take it all the way down to what, the 18-yard line?
You're right about right.
Very unusual, I know. Oh, where are they going to move that to?
Well, you got better math skills than I do.
Well, that's actually the
A little bit further.
13-yard line, close to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, so like we thought, it was a face mask. I thought it would have been either linebacker. Or sometimes these numbers you can't quite tell, or the defensive back. It was really just trying to get his hand up in the receiver's face and pulled his helmet down by his face mask.
So first down for Grand Island. Looking to cash in on a scoring opportunity. Mantione's back to pass. And down he goes. Thrown to the ground by Amari Ridgway. all the way back close to the 30-yard line. So once again, that health sciences pass rush comes through and makes a big play.
Yeah, Ridgway's another defender for health science. He's having just a magnificent game on the rush tonight. Montiel really just has to get rid of the ball. If he doesn't, if his read isn't there, throw it out of bounds. I think it's the old Tom Brady idea. Just get rid of it, play for another down.
Well, second down now.
And you just really don't want to get sacked because he lost 9 yards on that play.
Second down and 19 from the 27-yard line. So Grand Island gets a big break and then they go backward. Thanks to health science defense. And they'll hand that one off to Neville. He's going to stop and throw it. He throws, intercepted, picked off by health sciences. And going back the other way is Makari Smith. And he's still on his feet, still going at the 50, at the 40. And can they catch him? They just barely got him. Looked like Anthony, was that Mantione who shoved him out of bounds? What a play. And there's a flag on it because there has to be a flag, right? There's the interception. And that's Makari Smith. And he breaks the tackles there, and we lost the end of the replay. Let's see what this flag is.
Unfortunately for Grand Island, the ball just was underthrown. I think it was Kozlowski was standing by himself almost in the end zone.
Oh, so okay. Well, so Neville either couldn't get it there.
Yeah, just kind of came off his hand funny. But you know what? I guess I'd also say great defense and unbelievable return.
Wasn't it though?
That must have broke 4 tackles on his way down.
Well, they declined the penalty, so it was on Grand Island. And let's see if I can. The ball looks like it's at the 7-yard line. It'll be first and goal for Health Sciences.
Well, as often happens when it gets to be one-sided, you're going to put that ball in the air, and used to be what was the saying? There's only 3,
and 2 of them are bad.
Only 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. Drop it, interception.
I remember Brighton High School's old football coach, the late great Barney Sullivan, saying that many times.
Many times. They like to run, and they like the power run back in our day.
Well, now let's see.
This health sciences team kind of reminds me of that old-fashioned pound it, ground it, get it in the air when you need to.
And there's a handoff to Pitts, touchdown, Health Sciences. Kayvon Pitts for the touchdown, and it's 26-0.
Man, does he have a nose for the end zone? That hole opened up, but he just cut right back to his left. Put his shoe in there and just pushed himself right to the left and up the hole.
There's another look at it. Made it look easy. That was a nice hole, too. The offensive line did a great job.
You know, I think that's kind of a zone read play for the running back because he was going a little bit wider, and then he saw that hole open up, and that's what I mean about his footwork. He saw it, pushed off. He just basically pushed off with his right foot, forcing his body to the left, and he just runs in untouched.
They'll go for 2. And Oliver throws incomplete. Great effort there. Oh, no, it's intercepted. It was picked off by Santino Favorite, and then he stopped running after a while.
I think in high school there's no return on the
apparently not.
conversion.
26-0 Health Sciences. Extra point is no good. 4:53, and the clock is a very, very good friend of Health Sciences and not of Grand Island.
Oh yeah,
long way to go with Grand Island. I'll tell you what, it's been, as you mentioned before, a real slugfest. Really.
Yes. You know, I'm looking at the size and the weights of the boys that are out there. I think health sciences has bigger young men in the trenches, but I give it to Grand Island. They played technical. Their lines are very good blocking line. And then on defense, just that swarming defense. the difference is as the game goes on, those bigger bodies they take a lot of energy to move or try to move around, and that's how they've just the second half really they've dominated for the most part, really since the second quarter.
Bakari Smith will kick it off. End over end kick. It'll be bounce and it'll be fielded by Kozlowski. And he's got some room to run. And then very quickly that room goes away. He's out to about the 36-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Vikings as they look to get on the scoreboard.
What I really like about Grand Island, I mean, I love this what I've seen out of health sciences tonight. But what I really love about Grand Island, there's no quit in them. There's only the third game of the season. There's a lot of season to go on. There's more games to be played, more games to win. That kind of effort, they're going to be in the playoffs. These two teams might meet each other again.
I was just thinking that they might have a date at the stadium.
Yes, and so you just never stop.
I was wondering, because I wonder about a lot of things, if where after this year will the Section 6 playoffs be held? Will they be held at the new Highmark Stadium? I don't know. That might have already been decided, and I just don't know. And there's a handoff to Kozlowski. He's got a short gain. Takes it out to about the 41-yard line.
And of course, I have no knowledge of what I'm actually going to say. I do think by next fall, the stadium Highmark will still be there. It won't be raised until the March of the following year. Maybe get one more sectional, maybe a regional. Who knows? Give it a kiss off with high school football would be a great way to shut it down.
I was also thinking there's a pitch on the far side and another good gain close to a first down by Court, who I think also carried the ball the last time. I think I misidentified him. I was also wondering if with that new stadium, is there a way that the state championships would move to Highmark Stadium from the Carrier Dome? I guess not, but it's because it's grass and they couldn't do it. It would be the weather. Well, it was fun to think about briefly.
Well, that's going to be a heated field.
Yeah.
It's not going to be because of the turf or anything. I'd love to see high school football outside. I don't know if the Syracuse people would like that very much, but us Buffalo people would love it.
I just like to throw things out there. Just things that I wonder about that'd be really cool. At least I think it'd be cool. I don't think it'll happen, but I think it'd be awesome. And Mantione tries to run, and he's not going anywhere.
He was met by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
blue shirts.
Blue shirts.
As we get down under 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
So we talk about swarming defenses on Grand Island. I've seen a lot of that on health science also.
Want to remind everybody, more from our sponsors, Logistics Plus of Buffalo, for all your transportation needs, full truckload, LTL, dedicated, and drop trailer moves. Logistics Plus Buffalo is a one-stop shop. Email buffalo@logisticsplus.com for your next shipment or warehousing needs. 2nd down for Grand Island. Mantione rolls to the near side. He's in trouble, gets away. He throws. It's incomplete. I think he just threw that one away, which was smart.
Yes, and I think maybe a little horse collar, maybe.
Yeah, might have been. Yep, good eye. Paul Catrona, our referee in the booth tonight.
There you go. I got my stripes on. Oh no, if that ever happens, just drag me out. No disrespect to referees.
Yeah,
they're much needed in every sport.
I'm glad
I just don't have the eyesight for it. But I got lucky there.
Well, I'm glad you added that because one of our children, namely my younger daughter Jamie, is a soccer official.
I've never yelled at officials.
Oh yeah.
I might have griped like all fans gripe, but you need officials because it'd be utter chaos. So,
well, let me just add that I wasn't born yesterday, and I know a little bit more about that statement than you might be willing to admit.
I didn't say I wasn't critical of officiating at times.
1st and 10, Grand Island at the Health Sciences 36-yard line. Mantione throws to the near side, caught by Neville. Neville still on his feet, brought down inside the 30 for a short gain. Tonight's game also brought to you by G&G Fitness. G&G Fitness Equipment is a full-service provider of specialty home and commercial fitness equipment. Locations in Buffalo, Rochester, and Syracuse. Visit livefit.com. Also by Wingnuts Buffalo, located near the Buffalo Airport at 4600 Genesee Street. Dine in or order for takeout. Open Monday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Visit wingnutsbuffalo.com. Second down here for Grand Island. Mantione makes a nice play to pick up the snap, fires deep toward the end zone, incomplete. Intended for Kozlowski, and it's an incomplete pass. Also brought to you the game tonight by SUNY Cortland. SUNY Cortland stands out as one of New York's top public universities, a medium-sized school that offers academic strength across 68 majors, a high quality of student life, and a degree that pays back graduates. Visit www.2.cortland.edu to schedule a visit today. And we'll get our final sponsors in after this play. We're under 2 minutes to play here. 3rd and 9 for Grand Island. They trail this one 26-0. The Vikings would like to get a touchdown, have some points to build on. Mantione will keep it himself, and he runs forward, still going, and is finally knocked down. Let's see where they spot that. Looks like he's got a Grand Island first down. And he does as the chains move on the far side. So it's a first down for the Vikings.
As I said, Grand Island not giving up tonight. They would desperately love to get that into that end zone. If your health sciences, you really want to keep that 0 up there and get the shutout. So we'll see what happens in the next minute or so.
Mantione back to pass. He's got time. He throws deep downfield, incomplete, and they're going to call pass interference on. I don't think he could have caught it, but the flag came out. It was intended for Nick Court. And they're going to call pass interference on, I think, on Health Sciences. The flag came out right away. And finally, our final sponsors, we'd like to thank Pathfinder College Planning and Cha-Cha Injury Attorneys, 510 Toy Shop and Sports Cards, The Mental Match with Sam Recco, Canisius High School, St. Joseph's Collegiate Institute, St. Francis High School, the Trench Trophy, recognizing the top linemen in Western New York, Lewis and Lewis, PC, 37 Franklin Street, Buffalo, New York, and Colvin Cleaners, Elmwood Avenue in Kenmore, New York. So after the pass interference call, the ball is spotted at the 11-yard line.
And Drew, I agreed with you. There was some hand contact there. I really don't think that ball was catchable, but I will bequeath that to the authority of the referee.
Mantione throws toward the end zone and intercepted, picked off. That's that number 16 again. We don't have a name for, and they may have just switched a number. That's Terrence Leslie. I found it. Told us before the game. Let's take a look at the interception here. It's a great interception.
Great interception, played kind of like center field, just went up there. And I always love to see if receiver, or in this case, defensive back, get your arms up, get them off your body, reach up. Just perfect form, great catch. And for our long lost friend, Mr. Leslie, he gets to save the day and the shutout. Very nice play.
That's at least his second big play of the day. And he made the play that the Buffalo Bills want to see Keon Coleman do. Go up and get that
Go up
ball.
and get it. You know, big hands, just hold on to the ball.
Health Science will win this one. It's just a matter of running out the clock. Health Sciences will improve to 3-0 on the season. Grand Island will drop to 2-1.
Tell you the truth, the play clock and the game clock are exactly the same.
And that looks like that will be the last snap of the ball game. A great defensive effort as the players shake hands by Health Sciences. They win this one by a final score of 26-0. Well, didn't get the offensive shootout that I thought we might see. This was not a track meet. This was a showcase of defense, and on the night, Health Sciences had the better of it.
Yes, Health Science jumped up to the lead. They did not appear to be threatened at all by Grand Island catching up. First half, Grand Island really, they hung in there. Their defense was playing very well too. But as we talked about, eventually all that pounding gave way to some bigger plays, and Health Sciences a couple more touchdowns this half. I just say the better team won tonight. But what I love about Grand Island was no quit. I'd love to see these two back in the playoffs at the end of the year.
And you just might. Want to thank everybody. Want to thank our producer, Dana Gunther, our photographers, Josh Wilson and Mike Goodberry, and our color man, Paul Catrona. My name is Stu Boyer. Once again, the final score, Health Sciences 26, Grand Island nothing. Thanks most of all to you for watching. Have a good night, everybody.